watching KCAL-9 News at noon.
So what do you do when you're told you and your spouse won't live much longer? Well, a young couple refused to let cancer dictate their lives. Joyce and Kevin O'Brien fought back, and they chose to live.
They've written a book about the remarkable story of surviving cancer, It's titled Choose to Live. Well, welcome Joyce and Kevin to our studios right now. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having
Tell us your story, how this all came about. Where were you? What were you doing when the news came?
Well, we were both working. I was down on Wall Street, and Kevin was working as well. And we thought that we had it all, you know, young, successful couple. And that was at first when Kevin had a brain hemorrhage and was paralyzed. And then I was diagnosed with stage 2B breast cancer, and then he was diagnosed with stage 3B malignant melanoma, and then I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
How far apart was all this?
That was within 5 years.
Everything happened within a 5-year period of time.
And basically, you were both given death sentences. As we said, the prognosis was not good.
Right.
How did you react to hearing that?
Well, I think the first thing that happened for me was, of course, the fear. You know, more than anything, we were just so concerned about leaving our little girl an orphan. And then after it was fear, it came, you know, I wanted to go into action. What can I do? How will I be able to take control and to beat this?
And so what did you guys do?
Well, we did a whole bunch of different things. My wife dived into biological medicine. We changed our diet. We changed how we live our life. The outlook that we have, and we still incorporate new methods now, and we love hearing about other people's new things that they're trying, and we just want to find out more and more information about this as we go along.
You guys kind of took control, didn't you? You traveled all over the world, and you met with doctors.
Yes.
What empowered you to do such a thing? Most people just go to their doctors and take their doctor's advice, but you sought out other options.
I knew that I wasn't meant to die. I really felt in my core that there was something that could be done. And I don't know where that came from, but I just knew I was going to do everything that I possibly could in my power. And the interesting thing is, you know, when we went into this, we were working on healing cancer, but there were so many side benefits that we didn't even realize. You know, I had chronic fatigue and chronic sinus problems and stomach issues, and we had aches and pains and arthritis and things like that, even at a young age. And all of that was gone within such a short period of time, even depression. You know, it was all gone in such a short period of time. And that's why I think, you know, we became so passionate about not only getting this message out there about being able to reverse cancer, but how much control we really do have over our own health and how we feel on a daily basis. Because I felt fantastic within basically 3.5 to 4 weeks of changing, and all of those things were gone, that was really an incredible benefit to all of this. And that's why we want to share with so many people what it is that, you know, we were able to do, and to provide hope and inspiration.
So what specifically is involved in this change? Is it more of a wholesome or wholesome lifestyle and a change in diet? Or what actually led to the changes?
Definitely a change in diet. It's also definitely working with some clinics that we went to, looking at your environment, how toxic your environment is, and also working on the emotional sides and actually having a real good outlook on life, and not, you know, getting that sentence of that fear of, oh, I got cancer, trying to spin that where it's an opportunity. Okay, this is an opportunity for me to change my life for the better and take control and be my own health advocate.
Yeah. And you talk about in the book that you got not only physically better, but emotionally and maybe more importantly, spiritually better as well.
Yeah, that was, again, it just seemed to be a process that we went through where everything just kept opening for us on the path as we walked along. You know, it began with the diet, and, you know, three important things that I would say is cutting out sugar. Sugar feeds cancer directly. It has a ferocious appetite for it. So that's something, you know, to cut out. That would be an important thing. Then it would be greens, getting as many greens as possible into your diet. Vitamin D is another thing, having vitamin D levels checked. Those are just a couple of the, you know, number of things that we learned in this process. And then became the spiritual. And that's exactly it. It was just this progression of every day, it just seemed to be something was put in our path, and we just kept feeling better and better and better, and now we feel phenomenal.
Are you angry at the conventional medical community that tells you go home and pray and there's nothing we can do for you?
I wouldn't say, no, we're not angry at all,
Not
because
angry.
there's such an important role for that in the whole process. I don't feel angry at all, because I believe that everything that has happened in our life has gotten us to the point that we're at. And every situation, you know, one of my favorite sayings, or the thing that I always have on my cards or on my website, is the sun is always shining behind the clouds. Because with every single instance that in the moment you can't necessarily see a positive that could come out of it, but there's always a positive that can come out of it.
All right, the book is Choose to Live. Go ahead and hold it up for us, Joyce. There you go. Hold it still. Thanks so much. It was a real pleasure having you with us. And if you want to learn more about coping with cancer and the O'Brien's inspiring story, just visit our website. It's KCAL9.com. Click Seen on TV.
Thank you very much. Good luck with the book.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up next here on Health Watch, some dentists may soon be recommending fish oil to their patients. We'll tell you why.